everybody, welcome to one of the girls. Come on, videos and follows button. Today, if you guys want to see a Loc Talk video, what I learned so far in my Loc journey, please stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so I just want to come on here and just talk about my Loc journey real quick and just some things that I have learned during my Loc journey thus far. You guys know I am 2 years locked. I became 2 years locked on January, and so I'm 2 years locked and some months. So next January I'll be 3 years. Yay! So I'm so happy. Got this one sticking out. It's just like, bruh, like, why you not cooperating today? Like, you know, so, but at any rate, I digress. But yeah, we just gonna leave it like that, because this video is when my locks be going one way, and I just be like, bro, why? Okay, that's one of the, since we're gonna talk about it, one of the things is my locks, like of course, but the way my locks grow, like, you know, when they get longer, they're not gonna be sticking all over the place, but since they're like in the middle stage, if you will, some locks are just going one way, and I just, you know, I learned to live with it, because it's just like, I'm not gonna be able to fix it unless I, you know, put a body pin right there, but I don't feel like doing all that, so it's just like, bruh. So yeah, so I just learned to live with it. So yeah, other things that I've learned with locks is that I do like to play in my hair, but you know, continuously twisting my hair can weaken the roots or weaken the lock and can break off. Hence this one that broke off, and a couple broke off in the back. You're going to get some broken locks during your Loc journey, especially even when they get longer, because I know my mom, her locks are real long, and sometimes she gets broken locks like at the end, you know, and so, and things of that sort. So you're gonna get that anyway, but you know, don't let it be because you're doing it, you know, whatever the case is. Let it be because I guess the lock is long, you know, too long, or maybe got caught on something, or whatever the case is. So just be careful with that, with the hand and hair. I know you know, you love your locks, you want to play in them, you want to, you know, all day in them and stuff like that. I mean, there's times where you know, just playing them, you know, just run your fingers through like this, whatever, like that. But as far as like twisting them, you know, playing them like this, because I'll sit here and do this all day. Like, it's so satisfying to do that. But I just know that by doing that, I can, you know, damage it. So by going like this, you know, I'll do that and whatever the case is. But I just try to keep my hands all the way out. But you know, whatever. Unless you got, you know, a significant other running their fingers through your hair, you know, that's something different. But you know, but at any rate, but you know what I mean. So, but I learned that, you know, as I started, you know, as my locks started to, you know, mature or develop and things of that sort. So my locks are still developing. I also learned that, you know, I've seen like, I seen like, you know, like when I first started with my locks, I've seen like buds and stuff like that, and it just like, it was like a bubble in the middle of my lock and things of that sort. You know, so I learned that the locks do transform, because I did have coils in the beginning, but it did turn to this, and a lot of people have seen that my locks had thickened up, my hair has thickened, and things of that sort. I also, as far as the size is concerned, I'll be looking at my locks and I'm like, dang, I could have, you know, went smaller, or I'll be looking at my, you know, my mini twist video, I'm like, why didn't I do it that small? But I'm like, no, because nobody got time for all them locks to be twisting. So I could have done it that way, but I'm like, no, this is fine. You know, this size is fine for me, or whatever the case is, you know. And I did that because I didn't want my locks to be thin, and plus I know my hair is thin, so that's why I did it that way. But then I'm like, you know, so I learned that, you know, along the way, it's like, these are your locks, this is what they look like, this is you, this is what it is. So just know that you know, this is you, this is a part of you. So try not to compare, okay, mine don't like Sally, or mine don't like Jax, and this, that, and the third. This is your Loc journey, okay? So, you know, it's good to, you know, compare and, you know, admire, or say, oh, you know, whatever the case is, but don't compare to where you like, dag, you know, don't be down in your locks or downing yourself like, oh, I ain't do that, or oh dang, I don't like my locks, let me cut them off and start over. No. No, do not do that, because nobody got time to 2 years, okay, about to be 3 years, and I'm gonna cut these off and start over. Negative, okay? A negative. I am not doing that. So these are here to stay. So if I decide to start over again, you know, and there's a lot of people that that want thicker locks, and that are, and those that have the smaller locks are combining their locks. So it's a lot of people that want these size types of locks. So it's just like, bruh, like, just sit there and chill with it. Like, you know, you started that way for a reason. Just let it go, let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? So you know, trying to, you know, I learned not to compare myself too much to others. Yeah, so too much comparing can like really like make you feel like, you know, so it's just like, don't do that. So what else? What else did I learn? I also learned to be a little bit more patient with my hair. You know, maybe one lock won't go the way I wanted to. Maybe, you know, I twist my hair and it don't come out the way I wanted to, you know, and stuff like that. So I have to learn to be patient to how my hair is coming along. I have to be patient, you know, with the sticking out of the locks. I have to be patient with everything that's going on with my locks, you know. I have to be patient with retwisting, so I don't retwist like if I'm angry or upset or whatever the case is. I don't want to be, you know, I do fast twisting, but you know, it's because you know, I'm you know, twisting fast, but not because I'm mad or whatever. So I always learned that, you know, when I was a loose natural too, like not to do your hair when you're mad, because, you know, nobody got time to be being bald and pulling your hair out and stuff like that. So, you know, that's just basically about that. What else I learned about my locks? I just learned that, you know, my hair, you know, all locks are different, of course, you know, just like all hair is different. So I just learned that I have to be a little bit more patient. I have to understand that all locks are, you know, different. Continue to, you know, care for hair. And I also learned with locks, well, with my locks, the maintenance is so easy. Okay, it's like a spray and go type deal. I don't have to be sitting up there doing this, doing that, adding this, putting that, leave in, leave out, you know. Like, I don't have to do all that. No offense to those, to the loose natural, the loose naturals. No, I'm just happy that I learned that I don't have to do much. I don't have to do much. I just realized that, like, literally, like, wow, I don't have to do that much to my hair. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I could just get up, spray, and keep it moving. I don't gotta worry about a twist out. You know, like, I'm just like, so like, oh my gosh. Like, I just be sitting there thinking like, bruh, you got it easy. This is the easiest hair journey you've been on, bro. So I learned that. I also learned that, you know, let's see what else I learned. Just that, you know, I learned that it's like, I also learned, it seems like my hair is growing faster. Okay, it seems like it's growing faster in this formation. I learned that too. I'm like, wait a minute. When my hair was loose, okay, like, bruh, I had mad shrinkage, but I'm like, bruh. You know, so I've noticed my hair has become longer, and also it's gotten thicker. Since I've, you know, been on this journey, my hair has gotten thicker. I really noticed that and learned, you know, I've been learning my hair a little bit more, been more in tune with it and what it's doing, as far as that. And, I really like that. So, yeah, so I think that's all I basically learned for right now that I could think of. If I think of anything else, I'll come back. But, I learned, yeah, just to be more patient. And I'll do some tips in there too. This is just a mix around Loc Talk, okay? But I learned, you know, being a little bit more patient. I learned that, you know, a lot of things. And so those are some of the things that I've learned during my Loc journey. And to also, like, less is more, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not to be ODing with stuff, you know, I don't have to get this, get that, do this, do that, you know, in order to get this, that, and third, you know what I mean? Like, I even tried to do, interlocking, I think, on one lock. I just, like, in the beginning, I think it was, like, after my first year. No, I tried that. And I done made a knot in my lock. I don't know what lock that was. It must have grew out. I don't even know. I was like, Charmaine, no. So I've learned to stick with what I know. Okay, don't try to do no interlock. Don't combine, because my locks are already, you know, big enough. So I'm not trying to combine to only have 5 locks. So no, you know, nothing against those that, you know, do that or have that, whatever case is. But these are the size that I want to be with. So it's okay. So I learned to stick to what I know as far as what I've learned and what I've, observed and seen on YouTube and, my mom and my brother and stuff like that. So it's just like, stick to what I know, don't be going too far fetched. You know what I mean? Stay in the lane, so you can be cool, because you don't want to be talking about something coming on YouTube on something. Well, guys, guess what? I got to cut this lock because this, that, no. We're not going to have those stories, okay? Okay, we're not gonna have no stories here. Okay, so that's basically about that. But yeah, so I'm done with that. So yeah, so those are the things I learned thus far. If I remember anything that is important, I definitely will come back on here. But those are just some of the things that I've learned during my loc journey, and I'm going to continue to learn some things. So of course I will come back to you guys and let you guys know. But I just want to come with a loc talk because I don't do a lot of loc talks. Well, they're not that consistent, but they're trying to become consistent. So please bear with me while I do this, and that's just basically it about that. So yeah, so I'm trying to think of other loc talks. If you have any requests of loc talks, please let me know. I do have a playlist down in my description bar below. I will try to put all my loc videos in there. If you do not see something that piqued your interest, or you've seen it and there's a video that I have not touched on about locs, please let me know, and I definitely will come back on here and talk about it. And that's basically about that. So yeah, so if it's a request that I could do, please let me know. If I can't do it, I'll let you know, so it doesn't hurt to ask. You know what I mean? The least I could, the most I could say is just no. But most of the time I will be able to do it. It depends on the request. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, so that's basically about that. But so yeah, so I'm done, you guys. Please let me know what you have learned, some of the things that you have learned during your loc journey. I don't care if you've been locked for mad years. You could still, anybody could, learn from each other down in the comments and stuff like that, because we're learning every day with everything. So it's just like, it doesn't hurt to, put that down in the comments and say what you've learned, some of the things that you learned, and we could all just learn from each other, dialogue down in the comments. Really, you know how I do, you know what I mean? So yes, that's basically about that. So yeah, so I'll be back with more loc talks. Please let me know if you enjoy these. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you like, share if you like, come back if you like, okay? And that's just basically about that, you guys. So if you have any questions, comments for that, because all this is watching. Peace, bye.